So this is some very interesting news from the Game Business website. It's talking about Capcom and the Resident Evil. You guys know that there's the entire Resident Evil trilogy, the original one, is on GOG at a very cheap price. I got mine already, the entire thing. And the GOG people talked about Capcom didn't really want to bring those games to GOG. No, sorry, bring those games back. No, it's now on PlayStation and on GOG. I wonder if they ever add them to Xbox and Steam, or at least build a proper remastered version of these games, because right now what we have is just emulation. But building a proper remastered version of the original trilogy and releasing it with achievements, support, and for the modern platforms, achievements slash trophies, right, would be awesome. Don't get me wrong, I think that the Resident Evil 2 remake is okay. Resident Evil 4 remake is good, but the original trilogy is still peak Resident Evil for me, and I think it will always be. It's simply amazing. So let's proceed. When we launched Resident Evil on GOG, the reception was absolutely phenomenal. People love classics. I mean, one of the main issues in the gaming industry is how it despises its own history. The gaming industry hates preservation for some reason. And it's crazy. I mean, if you take, for example, the movies industry, music industry, everything is very well preserved. Or at least, the majority of the relevant stuff. By relevant, I mean famous stuff, right? Okay, just make it clear. But in the gaming industry case, it still isn't a thing. And I don't know why. Perhaps that's because it's a very young industry compared to music and the other forms of media, like music, movies, like I was mentioning before. But it has to change. It needs to change. Fans, gamers have been preserving video games, the history of the gaming industry, way better than these companies, right? That it needs to change. So I'm gonna jump straight to the part where they talk about Resident Evil. This is an entire interview with the GOG guys, right? The guys behind the good old game, the preservation seal that they have, which is amazing in my opinion. We can talk a little bit more about it soon. So back to basics retro. GOG does pride itself on playing a slightly different role to its friendly rivals, and that's why they've been very successful in the past recent months/years. Unlike some of the other companies, it often doesn't work with the original source code of games. It's also less focused on remastering titles for a modern audience. This for a modern audience is what destroys many remasters. Fuck this, just bring the game as it was. Just give us higher frame rate, higher resolution, and if you want, some quality of life changes. I mean, why not? Just like they did in Final Fantasy, the Evilist Chronicles. It is, I know it's in my list, but it's the level 1. It's an amazing, very well done remaster. It's and for those of you who don't know, in the game there's the original version too. So if you don't want to play the remastered version, if you just want to play the original version with higher resolution stuff, it's in there. They've included both versions in the same package. It's perfect. The developers should keep doing this. That's what they should do. Anyway, let's proceed. Also, let's show the maximum for modern audience, and instead likes to re-deliver the original experience. God bless GOG. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. This is exactly why nowadays I prioritize buying classic games on GOG and not on Steam anymore. right there. These guys deserve our money. These guys deserve our money. A year ago, GOG released the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on its platform. And I mean the original ones, not the remakes or the HD remasters, but the games as they were, albeit with a few technical tweaks, exactly what I'm talking about, right? Higher resolution, frame rate, this kind of stuff. I was one of the people that spearheaded this project, Marcin Paksinski, GOG Senior Business Development Manager. Capcom were like, we have all those remakes, it's already the superior experience to those games. Those corporate assholes, right? Okay, calm down, Kabrutus, calm down. People that think like this are people that do not understand gaming at all. Period. They don't understand. I mean, the guy, I'm not saying that Capcom doesn't understand gamers. Capcom has been doing a very good job lately in the past recent years, releasing one good game after another one. What I'm trying to say here is the guy who said this do not understand gamers at all. Do not understand what makes the gaming industry have so many fans and so many people passionate about this hobby, this form of entertainment. It's a form of art. It's an art. Though video games are art and also entertainment at the same time. No, so the remakes are definitely not a superior experience compared to the original ones. Like, not even close. Not even close. And if you are a true gamer, you will understand, you see where I'm coming from when I say this. They didn't really see the value in bringing back the vanilla versions. It took a lot of convincing that there is an audience that has a lot of memories about the games and would love to experience exactly the same game again. Thankfully, we were able to convince them. Okay, so as you guys, I mean, as some of you guys know, I've lived in Japan for 6 months, no, approximately something like this. And yeah, something that I noticed is that Japan loves retro gaming. No, Japan loves, for example, I've bought the, oh, it's right here with me. I bought this in Japan. This is the Ken's Rage 2 for the PlayStation 3. It's super cheap, like 780 M's. I know it's less. I guess it's less than $5 for you guys. No, in the United States. Japan, it's very cheap. You can find tons of retro gaming stuff. I've bought tons of PlayStation 3 2-1-1 games. I also bought some Nintendo DS games too. And Capcom not seeing this, Capcom not understanding that retro stuff has value. This is the same Capcom that has been releasing tons of packages with a bunch of their remastered versions of their classic old school arcade games. We have Capcom Fighting Collection 1 and 2, and we have Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, 30 years anniversary, and they are gonna probably they're gonna remaster Dino Crisis soon. I mean, there's Dino Crisis 1 and 2 on GOG. I bought them too, classic games on there. So I really don't understand how Capcom, dude, Mega Man collections, they've been released, right? Many other franchises, and people are begging Capcom, please bring back Breath of Fire, classic remastered collection. I don't know, but just bring it back. Bring it back, Capcom. Bring it back, Capcom. How Capcom doesn't see this? It's crazy. It's beyond an absurdity for me. It's out of this world. When we launched Resident Evil on GOG, the reception was absolutely phenomenal. We have 94% positive reviews on GOG for all of them, and that was also reflected in the sales. Proof that there is an audience for this. The classical versions, the versions we all remember from our childhood, still hold a lot of value. And it's all DRM-free. And it's just the original experience. And that's why I say, GOG is the best place you can get your classic games. Okay, it doesn't have achievements, which is something I would like for them to have. GOG, why don't you make a partnership with Retro Achievements? Dude, imagine Retro Achievements being officially incorporated into GOG. Huh? Huh? Oh, dude, a man can dream, right? One can dream about it. The preservation problem. So, yeah, and this right here, the GOG game seal is the reason I've been supporting GOG so much. Again, guys, all my classic games, I prioritize buying them on GOG, and this is why people love GOG. Unlike Epic launchers, no Epic games. Epic is trying to get a share on the PC market, no PC storefront markets. Let's put it that way. Let's call it that way. By locking exclusivity deals and taking them away from Steam, which is annoying, right? Which is very annoying, because it's not only about your library; it's about the friends you have on the platform. No, and Steam is a much better platform. Let's just be real here, right? GOG, on the other hand, is paving its way. It's conquering. It's getting the space it deserves in this industry, in this storefront war on PC market, by offering something that no other does. For example, the Dino Crisis 1 and 2, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. Dude, you can find those on Steam, but you can find on GOG. Oh, by the way, you guys seen Fallout New Vegas right here, right above the GOG's version is much better than Steam's version, because they actually go into the source code and they fix it, they make changes, they adapt it for modern operation systems. So it's not gonna crash, bro. I've been trying playing Fallout New Vegas on the Steam version just to get the achievements, and bro, I stopped because it crashes every 15, no, not 50 minutes, but every an hour, every 45 minutes, hour, it fucking crashes, like all the time. I'm gonna get the new Vegas version. That's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, the GOG version. Yeah, you can see other classic games here. So GOG is, I think GOG is trying to become the supreme platform for retro gaming. And if they manage to do it, dude, I think I'm gonna like GOG even more than Steam. If they manage to do it. I wonder if Steam is seeing what they're doing, and why don't they do the same? Why? Perhaps because Steam doesn't like it. It's gonna be nice. GOG is the place where you go for your retro games, classic games, and Steam for your newer titles. The AAA, the launches, the indie games. It's all in there. It's a good balance. And the best thing is, you don't have to buy redundant hardware like on consoles. You have to, if you have an Xbox, and if you have a PlayStation, have a Nintendo, it's all on your same hardware, PC hardware. You can just open up your different launcher and play. And there's also a Steam Deck adaptation for GOG. I have a Steam Deck. I should put it on my Steam Deck too. It's amazing. That's why I love GOG so much. They still need to get better, in the launcher. It's kind of complicated to navigate and to find the stuff, but I guess they can work this in time. Program launched late last year, and they're around making games live forever. GOG has a full-time team updating and improving titles to make sure they're all playable on modern systems. That's why I love it. Even the original developers have stopped supporting them. Basinski says it's proven to be quite the undertaking. To be perfectly honest, it's harder than we thought it would be. So hire more people. There's like 3,000 games on GOG that we created the base for over the years, and when we started the preservation program, we wanted to take the next step and to have all of those games refreshed and switched to our newest tools and solutions, to give them the lifetime guarantee as long as GOG exists. That's as long as GOG exists. Well, thankfully it's DRM-free. You can just download it and keep it forever, right? We'll keep maintaining those games on the platform. What that practically means is that you should buy the game today, launch it in 10 years on your modern PC, and it will work. we are guaranteeing that it will be a preservation, that with the preservation problem. We found out that the games and how they work has deteriorated way faster than what we thought. We are not talking only about the game not launched, we are talking about more subtle things as well, like the game not supporting modern controllers, or the game not supporting ultra widescreen or modern resolutions. They should make this a platform thing just like Steam does. Steam has their controller layout. They should talk with the Valve's guys, they should help them with this. I guess they could talk. Simple thing like being able to minimize the game, which is an essential feature today. Modern gamers expect to be able to minimize the game and then to bring it up without issues. I do. The main has to have 500 games in the program by the end of the year, but it's not like the between 300 and 350. Okay. I mean, it's fine, they had expectations, then they had to lower these expectations because but they're working on it. So it's fine, they've been doing a hell of a good job, and I can certify myself. I have some classic games on GOG, these guys deserve some money, we need to support this. An entire company that owns a platform focusing on delivery, dude, they are focusing on preservation. They are the only ones doing that in the entire gaming industry. They are the only platform holders that are focused on preservation. And this is extremely important. This is extremely good. We need to support them. Buy your games on GOG. Buy your classic games on GOG. Do it. Do it now. I'm telling you guys. You guys want to know something else you guys need to do now? Let's check my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. The Discord, the I Detected website. Help this project keep going. Help this channel keep going. Make a donation today. That was better. Anyway, it's because when we started working on those games, seeing what's wrong and what can improve, it turned out there is a lot of work that needs to be done. Does mean games on GOG are in some cases working significantly better than outside of the program. Though imagine when they start doing this for Dreamcast games, PlayStation 1 there, PlayStation 2, Saturn games, Mega Drive, which is Genesis for you guys, in the United States, we call it Mega Drive here. Nintendo games are never gonna be doing it. I know, we know this, right? Anyway, it's gonna be perfect. The hope is in the future when you're thinking about buying a 10-year-old game, the first thing that you check if it's available in the program. So that's they're aiming for. They're looking to become. They're looking for becoming the synonym of game preservation. And you know what, GOG? You guys have my support. Okay, you guys have my support, and I'm gonna do the best I can for people to start seeing you guys as a legit option to buy their games on your guys' platform. Not only for retro games. I use you guys for retro games and stuff, but perhaps this can change in the future. Who knows? I can start buying like every single game on your guys' platform. Who knows, right? Anyway, guys, it's almost 20 minutes long already. Sorry, this is a subject that excites me a lot. Gaming preservation stuff. I'm gonna post the entire thing here if you guys wanna say. I'm not gonna read everything else because it's already too long of a video. Okay, so see you guys next time. Ciao.